Jump in. Okay. Second game of the Eufaula Lake City Classic. John Carroll out of Birmingham taking on the Smith Station Panthers. Smith Station is going to control the tip. Going to quickly go into the front court. It is no good on the layup, but the ball lost out of bounds. It'll be Smith Station ball. Inbounded by Smith Station. They'll swing it around. Smith Station in the black uniforms. John Carroll, white uniforms, green numerals. Actually looks like a teal number for Smith Station. Of course, Smith Station's traditional colors have always been black and gray. Three-pointer good for Smith Station. 3-0 is the score. 7:30 to go here in the first quarter, just underway. Game 2 of the Eufaula Lake City Classic. Russell County came back to defeat Abbeville in game 1. Three-pointer in the air is no good. Rebound controlled by John Carroll. Ball batted away after the offensive rebound. Shot is up. Three-pointer is good. 6-0 is the score in favor of Smith Station. Just a minute gone by in this one.
2A and a 6A in the first game, 5A and a 7A here. John Carroll 5A Region 5. Smith Station 7A Region 2, I think it is.
Rebound no good and a foul on Smith Station on the rebound. John Carroll's played a tough schedule. They played a lot of games already. Tough schedule so far. We'll try to run through some of that here in a minute, but they have lost already to Minor, Mountain Brook, who is always a power out of Birmingham. Ball inbounded. They lost to Hartsville, Priceville, Carver of Birmingham in a 2-point game, and Woodlawn out of Birmingham.
Carver used to be a traditional powerhouse. I know in '99 when I helped and we won it, they were the favorite team to win it that year. And I think Parker beat them in the finals. That was from their region.
Pass out of bounds. It'll be a turnover. Scoreless for John Carroll so far, 6-0 in favor of Smith Station on the strength of 2 made three-pointers here in the early going. Less than 2 minutes into this one. Token backcourt pressure now for John Carroll. Of course, you never know how these games are going to go. It was an early 12-point lead for Russell County before Abbeville came back to take a 10-point lead of their own. Three-pointer out of the corner is good. That's 3 made threes for Smith Station here early on. 9-0 is the score in favor of the Panthers of Smith Station. John Carroll going to drive the ball in, kick it to the corner for a 3. That ball is no good, but the rebound there is going to put back up and in by KJ Beck. Is a 6'2". This is a guard. We really have very incomplete rosters for these two teams, so we'll try to give the names when we have them. 9-2 is the score in favor of Smith Station as they have the ball in the corner. Looking to shoot the 3. He does, and it is good. A little too much of a cushion given there that time. 4 made threes, 12-2. 10-point lead early on here. 3 minutes into this one. Now a turnover. Smith Station looking to run this time. They're going to take the 3 off the break. Ball's going to be off the front iron. No good. Rebound controlled by John Carroll. I mean, they get it across in time. In danger of a 10-second call that time was John Carroll. Setting up the offense now. 3.5 minutes gone by in this one. 10-point lead, 12-2 in favor of Smith Station. Nice drive on the second chance. Does not get it, but it's going to be tipped out of bounds. It'll stay on this end. John Carroll. Substitutions into the game for John Carroll.
Keith, I thought when this game started that Smith Station had pounded inside because they definitely have a height advantage over John Carroll. Ooh, a long three-pointer goes.
Long three-pointer, so
but
12 to 5.
75% shooting so far for Smith Station from the three-point line.
4 made threes, so.
Actually, I guess it'd be better than that with 4 made threes. I was still 3 for 4 is what I was thinking.
So they're 80%.
80%,
4 or 5. It's going to be a travel that time on the perimeter player for Smith Station as he took an extra step before he put the ball on the floor that time. We'll turn it back over to John Carroll. 12 to 5 now. It was an early 12 to 2 lead. Ball in the front court for John Carroll. Certainly working the perimeter. It's really a 5-out offense. Nobody really working the post at all for John Carroll. Kind of been the same story for both teams. There's a drive. It's going to be a nice finger roll in. And unfortunately, number 2 is not on our roster for John Carroll. But that brings them within 5, 12 to 7. Smith Station working the perimeter. 5-out offense for them as well. They're going to kick it to the corner for a 3. That 3 is up. That is no good, but the rebound controlled by Smith Station up and in. 14-7 advantage for the Panthers of Smith Station. John Carroll with it in the front court, driving the lane all the way, going to be blocked. But they say it was last touch by Smith Station. It'll be John Carroll basketball under the basket. Close to a 5-second violation. They get it in. Nice drive. They're going to be a foul on that play. Going to the basket, be 2 free throws. The first free throws of the game will be taken by John Carroll.
All right, Keith, we got some last names. I'll send them to you. Beard is number 2 for John Carroll, last name. But
let me write this down because I'm going to add it to my roster so I can look. So Beard
was number 2. He was in the starting lineup. Maloney was number 1 in the starting lineup.
Goodness.
It looks like Harns, Harns. Number 3 was in the starting lineup. Birch, number 20. And Weiss, number 22.
Boy, I don't know where they got this roster from. That's for John Carroll or for Smith Station?
That is John Carroll.
Free throw. 14-9 now is the score in favor of Smith Station. Free throw jumper, no good. Rebound control by Smith Station, up and in on the putback.
I'll send you those two. We're a 2-man crew here, folks, tonight. He can. We'll make adjustments during a commercial break here shortly.
Turnover. Smith Station back the other way with a 7-point lead. All the way in and good off the left side. Reverse layup. 18-9. Lead back to 9. 2:12 to go here in the first quarter. They're going to call a foul. Could have potentially been a travel there. 9-point game with 2:06. Substitutions once again coming in. This has been a revolving door on the substitutions. It's really been a perimeter-oriented offense. 3-point with that, a 3-pointer in the air, no good. Rebound controlled by the Panthers. Back up the floor. Backcourt pressure by John Carroll. Crossover dribble, losing the handle. Now pressure on the outside, but to the corner for a 3. That is up and no good. Ball tipped. Going to come down to John Carroll. 2-on-1 break here. They leave it inside. Nice finish for Blake Weiss of John Carroll. 18-11, 7-point game. 1:30 to go here in the first quarter. Smith Station able to break the press, take it to the corner, pass inside. Rare working the ball in. Rare 2-point attempt. It was missed, but it was followed up. Second basket in a row for Smith Station. And we'll have to check these names for you later on, folks. But 1 minute to go here. It's back to a 9-point lead. Turnover. As the defense sagged back inside, they tried to work it into the low post. It was intercepted. The other way, it goes the other way, but another offensive rebound. Now another offensive rebound. Three-pointer is good. You see that open three-pointer on the offensive rebound. A lot of times there's a wide open player on the perimeter, and that's what happened there. Lazy inbound pass is turned over, but then it's another turnover. John Carroll comes up with it going the other direction. Nice crossover dribble, but it's going to be shot missed. Breakaway passes saved in bounds by Smith Station with 25 seconds. I think they're going to work for the last shot. They have a 12-point lead, their biggest of the game so far. They're going to hold it. The coach is imploring them to hold it. They looked at a three-pointer from the top of the key, but they decided to not take it. Now we're under 10 seconds to go. Going to drive it in, look for the corner three. 3 seconds. They're not going to get a shot off. 3 seconds in the lane now with 0.5 seconds on the clock. 23-11 is the score in favor of Smith Station as they have I know they've hit 5, Doug, unless I missed one. They've hit at least 5. 15 of their 23 points have come from beyond the arc.
John Carroll with no fouls in the first quarter.
That's the end of one. 23-11 is the score in favor of Smith Station. It's been an up and down affair and a guard-oriented offense, Doug, definitely.
We'll take a quick commercial break and be back with, oops, I get you on the right page there. We'll be right back after this break.
At Glover Funeral Home, family means everything. Owned and operated by Kendall and Caroline Hanahan Glover. We live by our motto, our family serving your family. We treat each family we serve as one of our own, providing care and support during your time of need. Our dedicated staff is available 24/7 by email, phone, or in person. When you need us most, Glover Funeral Home is here for you because family always comes first.
We're back to start the second quarter. It'll be John Carroll with the ball. They trail by 12. That's the largest lead of the night so far for Smith Station, but they come out with a hot shooting hand from the outside as they have hit 5 3-pointers in the first 8 minutes of the game. They're on pace for 20 3-pointers made in the game. John Carroll, once again, working the perimeter. Really no post presence at all for John Carroll. Layup is up and good. That'll cut the lead to 10. Just underway here in the second quarter. Backcourt pressure for John Carroll, but Smith Station able to break it. Corner three up, and there's a foul inside. We'll see who it goes against. It looks like it's going to go against John Carroll. That will be the first foul of the game so far on John Carroll. But ball will stay on this end. It'll be inbounded under the goal. 10-point lead for Smith Station, 23-13, 7:20 and counting here in the second quarter play. Should be jump ball. They do call jump ball. That jump ball will give the ball. They'll keep it on this end with Smith Station on the alternate possession. Inbounded out front. They swing around looking for the corner three. It's not there. They continue to work the ball around the perimeter. A long three up, no good, but rebound and control by Smith Station. Back outside, they'll reset. 10-point lead for the Panthers. 1 minute gone here in the second quarter. From the top of the key, three in the air, off the backboard, no good, but once again, rebound control by Smith Station. Going to be 3 seconds. Doug, it looks like that's the game plan for Smith Station. Work the ball around the perimeter, shoot a three, try to get the rebound. They've done a pretty good job of controlling those rebounds so far.
Well, there wasn't a lot of rebounds early. They were hot from the three-point line.
Absolutely. 5 made threes in the first 8 minutes of this game. It's what helps Smith Station build this 10-point lead. John Carroll, three is up and good. Number
Good
2.
drive and dish.
Cuts the lead to 7. It's a game that feels like Smith Station should have a bigger lead than they have, considering how this game has gone so far. Smith Station with the ball, with a chance to build on the 7-point lead. To the corner, bluffs a 3. Now he will take it. No good this time. It's going to be controlled on the rebound by John Carroll. Nice behind the back dribble on its way up. Good to Euro step. His foul from behind as he was looking to lay that ball over the front of the rim. Going to be a 2-shot foul, and Doug got a chance with 2 made free throws to pull within 5. Early on it looked like Smith Station might just blow them out.
Yeah, John Carroll Catholic is a very good basketball school, has been for years. They have very good knowledge of the game. They'll adjust.
It reminds me somewhat of buckyball from where Mountain Brook played years ago.
And these are going to be important games later in the year as playoffs. You start facing some northern teams, and because you see it so many times, Keith, down here in the South, it's a lot of run and gun, and then sometimes you get against a team that just slows it down and works an offense or does something different, and gives you something else to look at.
Second free throw is up, no good, but 1 of 2, 6-point game, 23-17, and going to be a carry call. You don't see that a lot, Doug, these days. I mean, I watch college basketball, and it seems like you see the guys just to basically put their hand under the ball and flip it over all the time. That time they called it on Smith Station. So with the ball and down 6 is John Carroll with a chance to cut it to 4 or 3 here with a made 3-point basket. Fake the 3, going to drive it inside, delay. The ball is going to be blocked, and now a foul going to be called on John Carroll on the rebound. 5:48.
It looks like there was some contact on that shot under the basket, but no call. As John Carroll doing a good job that time. He took it all the way to the basket, but they're driving and dishing very well here the last few minutes.
Smith Station in the front court, really no pressure that time by John Carroll, just token pressure. A zone being run now by John Carroll. It's a 2-3 zone, which is kind of surprising considering the outside shooting prowess. But that is blocked that time. Good recovery as they shifted that zone around very well, able to block that 3-pointer out of the corner. Up in front court by himself, nice layup and in, and we are down to a 4-point game here, 23-19 with 5 minutes to go in the first half of play. Turnover by Smith Station. John Carroll coming the other way. Corner 3 is up, no good. Rebound by Smith Station, looking to run now. 2-on-2 break. They're going to ball is deflected. It's going to be turned over. John Carroll with it coming the other way. It's a 1-on-3, 1-on-4 break. Wisely, they pull it back out. So John Carroll going to work the perimeter around the top of the key. Just running a weave outside now as they go back to the corner. Good drive inside. Rebound is up. I'm sorry, the shot is up. Just rolled off the front iron, but it's going to be a foul on the play, and going to the free throw line will be number 22. We have him as Blake Weiss of John Carroll. He is a 6'1" junior. And with that, they're going to be a timeout on the floor, I guess. Did you see what they called?
I think John Carroll took it, but not 100% sure. Somebody did.
We'll take a quick commercial break and be back after this.
Benny Whitehead Incorporated has called Eufaula home since 1965. Today, the family-owned business owns and operates 119 tractors and trailers and employs over 150 people. Benny Whitehead is nationally known as a leader in safety and keeping the air clean and fuel consumption low. Benny Whitehead Incorporated loves Eufaula and would like to wish Lakeside and Eufaula safe and successful seasons.
Hey, we're back. Eufaula Lake City Classic game 2 of 3 tonight. Eufaula coming up after this one. They'll be playing the GW Long Rebels out of Skipperville. Free throw up, no good by Weiss. He hit a 3 earlier in this half.
Does that have the class that Weiss? He looks young.
I'll look and see. He missed 2. I'm kind of surprised by that. He looked good on that 3-point made. He missed both of those. We still have a 4-point game here with 4:20 to go in the first half. Almost a travel there. They kick it to the corner, now back out front to the left wing. Now back to the top of the key. Shot in the air and good. Nice shot that time by, we've got it listed as Cameron Williams of Smith Station. Backcourt one-man press this time by Smith Station. It's a 7-point lead now, 26-19. For a moment there, it looked like John Carroll would come all the way back from the 12-point deficit. Foul outside. We saw a 12-point lead early in the first game. Russell County jumped out to a 16-4 lead over Abbeville before Abbeville came all the way back to take a 10-point second-half lead. But Russell County ultimately won that game by 5. John Carroll looking to drive. Nice pull-up off the window, using the backboard well. It's good. 5-point game, 26-21, 3:30 to go here in the first half of play. Smith Station being very deliberate on this trip on offense, working the perimeter, going to back it out, trying to pull John Carroll out of this zone. It's a matchup zone. Long three-pointer. My goodness, they're going to – it was a rebound that time. Looked like it might have been a foul. They're going to say it was just out of bounds. Smith Station will keep it on this end. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. 5-point Smith Station lead. Ball is tipped by John Carroll. Breakaway this time. Going to be a layup and missed, but the follow is good. We're down to 3. 26-23. 2:47 to go. Breakaway attempt. Smith Station on the reverse layup. Wow. It is good. Nice spin. Put some good English on that ball that time on the reverse layup. He'll go to the free throw line for the N1. Right now, the 5-point lead for Smith Station, 28-23, with a free throw forthcoming. Peabody at the line. 3-point play. Number 3, 4-3. 6-point lead, 29-23 with 2:42 to go here in the first half. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back after this brief.
R.W. Wingate and Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate and Company for your accounting needs.
To go here in the first half. 6-point lead by the Smith Station Panthers. They've led since the onset. They hit 3 quick three-pointers to take a 9-point lead. They ultimately led 12-2 before John Carroll kind of clawed back into this game. They cut it to as low as 3. They trail by 6 right now. Trip, no foul. Breakaway attempt for Smith Station. They'll back it out. Look to take the 3. They will work the perimeter now, run the weave on the right side. Just over 2 minutes to go here, the first half. Driving the middle. Ball is laid up. It's going to be rebound control by John Carroll. Really a 5-guard lineup for the most part for John Carroll. And to a large extent, the same thing for Smith Station. Maybe a 4-guard, 1 forward lineup for Smith Station. 6-point game, 29-23. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Nice layup. Left-handed layup is up and in. Nice play down to 4, 29-25. 125 to go here in the first stanza. Ball lost out of bounds, but they'll say it stays with Smith Station on this end with 1:10 on the clock. Working it outside. Now they'll reset the offense. Takes a screen out front. Now driving up. Push shot is up. No good. Foul on the follow. Offensive rebound that time for Smith Station. The follow shot was no good, but foul called. Free throws coming. 4-point game, 29-25. 52.5 seconds left to go here in the first half. First free throw is up, and it is banked in. Didn't hear him call glass, but it's good. It counts. 30-25, 5-point lead. Second one, not successful. So a 5-point game, 30-25. The question is, will John Carroll hold it, or will they just work it around, run the normal offense? Looks like they're going to take it inside. Nice move inside. Jack Maloney. Turnover this time. John Carroll takes it. Maloney, they're going to call the charge.
Oh, Keith, I don't know if you noticed. He shot that with his left hand. Shot the one before with his right hand. Number 2 that was in earlier, a couple of left-handed shots. Number 3 shot left-handed a while ago. These John Carroll guys, they actually can shoot. Some of them shooting and dribbling both ways. Very, very big feather to have in your hat when they're very ambidextrous and can handle the ball with both hands.
Not sure that was a charge. It looked bad, but I'm not sure that the defender had position there. Either way, it's going to be the last shot potentially for Smith Station. Shots up, no good. 7 seconds as they did go ahead and shoot it. John Carroll's coming down, going to pass it over, and it's lost out of bounds. It'll stay with John Carroll with 1.8 seconds to go here in the first half. 3-point game. I think John Carroll would be pretty good shape to go in trailing by 3, but it could be tied if they can get off a quick 3-pointer here. That would be a great comeback for them, as it looks like they're going to get blown out in the early stages of the game. Nice play as they lobbed it inside, but Maloney not able to hit the shot. So 3-point game at halftime, 30-27. We're back with the second half action after this halftime intermission.
All right.
We're about ready to get started with the second half. Here between John Carroll and Smith Station. 3-point lead for the Panthers as we begin the second half, 30-27. Look like the Panthers are going to run away and hide this way, up 12-2 very quickly on 4 made 3-pointers. John Carroll, to their credit, they fought back. They got this to a 3-point game here before halftime. It'll be John Carroll to open with the ball here in the third quarter. Drive all the way to the basket. Ball, get a nice soft touch on that layup. 1-point game, 30-29. 7:45 to go. Just underway here in the third quarter. Smith Station driving inside, something we didn't see a lot of in the first half. A lot of perimeter shots for the Panthers. Working the high post this time. Back outside. Continue to work it. Already a 30-second possession here for Smith Station on this one. Back to the right wing. Going to work it to the high post. Looking to drive this time. Nice spin move. Left hand up and good. 3-point game. 32-29. Backcourt pressure going to force a turnover. Actually, it was just a bad pass, but there was pressure. It'll be Smith Station ball from the baseline. Long 3-pointer in the air. That'll rim out no good. Rebound control by John Carroll. Just going to bring it up now is Weiss of John Carroll. Going to kick it to the wing. Baseline jumpers up and good. Nothing but net that time from Thomas Harris. Once again, a 1-point game, 32-31. Smith Station breaks the press. Going to be a foul called on Thomas Harris, the man who made the nice jumper. Harris listed at 5'6". He is a senior. You can just look out there and you can tell he's given quite a bit. But a nice pull-up jumper from the baseline on the previous possession. Baseline drive, staying in bounds, nice layup. Back to a 3-point game, 34-31. John Carroll gets the ball up into front court. Past the baseline. Almost a turnover. They will call the foul on John Carroll. It started off, Doug, not many fouls called at all early on with John Carroll. We don't have a foul total, but 2 quick fouls on John Carroll here in the third quarter. No fouls yet to be called on Smith Station through the first couple of minutes. 3-point game. We're at 3-point game at halftime. Both teams have scored 4 points. That's going to be a 10-second violation. First time we've seen that called tonight.
That's a quick 10 seconds. I thought maybe it was carrying again or something, but
yeah, really, it didn't seem like 10 seconds to me at all. But John Carroll working the perimeter. Going to pass to the corner. Baseline drive. Back to the other corner. Shot in the air. No good air ball. Travel. No call on that play. It's a breakaway on the other end. Good recovery that time by John Carroll. Shot is up. No good. Rebound by Panthers. And they're going to call a timeout. I believe it's going to be a timeout called by the Panthers. 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here. We're late on the call.
Chief, I don't know if you noticed number 3 we were talking about again earlier. I saw him take 2 shots under the basket left-handed. That time over in the corner, right-handed 3-pointer. So handling the ball, running the offense, those type things, you see that from this John Carroll team. It's X's and O's a lot. So, you see nights where X's and O's wins out. You see nights where the athleticism of teams just went out. And early in this game, it looked like it was going to be free shooting with Smith Station shooting at one time 80% from 3-point line. but it's kind of slowed down a little bit now, and it's even this game up.
Yeah, both teams have scored a couple of baskets here early on, so we're right where we started the second half, a 3-point game. Smith Station works it inside. They're going to pass it to the far corner for a three-pointer from the corner. In and out, no good. The ball tipped, finally controlled by the Panthers as they throw it off John Carroll out of bounds. The ball nearly tipped away by John Carroll. Doug, what is John Carroll's mascot?
The Knights, I think. I have to double check that. I may be thinking about Montgomery Catholic. Give me a minute and I'll check.
I'm looking on the jerseys. Does it say Cavaliers or? Can't tell.
Cavaliers, it is.
Okay. Panthers working the perimeter. Fakes the corner three. Drives all the way into the basket for two. I'll push the lead to 5. Under 5 to go here in the third quarter. Cavaliers the ball up the court. Foul called on the Panthers. It'll be John Carroll ball from the baseline.
4:42 to go in the third. 5-point game. 2 fouls for John Carroll, only 1 for Smith Station in the third.
Nice drive in, but shot off the mark. So Panthers bring it down. 5-point lead, looking to push it to 7, maybe 8, but good deflection, good hands that time by the Cavaliers. It'll stay on this end, though, with Smith Station on the out of bounds.
I don't know if you noticed last time down the court, that little stop, jump, dribble, or stop, jump shot was a travel a few years ago, but might have times have changed.
They have. Smith Station working the ball around the perimeter as they've done the entire game. As we said earlier, they started off this game hitting 4 for 5 from three-point line to take a 12-2 lead early on. 3 minutes or so into this game. Settled down to be a close game after that. That was up off the backboard from the side, from the baseline. You don't see that very much, but 7-point game now. Biggest lead. And without a turnover, Smith Station back the other way. Good defense, verticality, but a rebound and the ball put back up and no good. Good way to fight for the rebound. They come out of it is the Cavaliers. Nice Euro step, but a good block. Good block by Smith Station. They kick it back out. They're going to call travel there, but that ball was actually deflected by Smith Station defender. I think that no argument from the John Carroll coach, but it looked like as he went to drive, that ball got deflected by Smith Station. It did not hit the floor.
Keith, I've been impressed if you watch John Carroll. Some of these young fellows have definitely gone through some camps and stuff. They're spot on in their defensive stance with their hands cutting off a back crossover dribble, or just the way they approach their defense.
Yep, travel on this end for Smith Station. And Doug, not only does Smith Station have a height advantage, it seems like they may jump a little better than the Cavaliers as well. So it's an uphill battle for these rebounds inside, and we don't track rebounds. We're really not even tracking score, but a definite advantage on the boards for Smith Station. But John Carroll hanging tough, staying within shouting distance. Down 7, 38-31 with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. So 11 minutes left in this one. It was 30-27 at halftime in favor of Smith Station. 8-4, Smith Station has outscored the Cavaliers here in the third quarter. Drive inside, shot, no good. Once again, Doug, that call. The rebound was just ripped away by the John Carroll defender, and then the other guy fell down. But they called it on John Carroll. 3 fouls to 1 here in the third. We saw a foul disparity in the first game tonight. Abbeville seemed like they were on the short end of a few calls down the stretch in that game as well. Drive inside, kick back out, now drive down the right side of the lane. Nice left-handed layup, up and good. Pushing the lead to 9 points. Shot up, no good. Rebound fought for and controlled by Smith Station. Saved off of a Cavalier player. It'll be Smith Station ball when we come back. There's timeout on the floor. With that timeout, we'll step aside for a quick break. Back with more Tiger basketball. You follow Lake City Classic after this.
R.W. Wingate and Company.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
2:20 to go here in the third quarter. 9-point game. The largest lead of the night has been 10, 12-2 early on in this game. Smith Station facing a full court press, so they'll throw it over the top to break the press. Layup is good. Biggest lead of the night for Smith Station, 11. Smith Station will fall back on defense now as they have a 42-31 lead. Ball poked away from behind. Fast break attempt once again. Going to be up and good. 13-point game now, 44-31. 1:55 to go here in the third. John Carroll working outside. 4 men outside. Actually, all 5 outside the three-point line. They just work the perimeter. Going to shoot a long three-pointer. It's going to hit the rim off, no good. It'll be out of bounds to Smith Station. So after an early 10-point lead, John Carroll cut it all the way back to 1. Smith Station has now opened up their largest lead of the night here in the third quarter as they have outscored Smith Station 14-4 here in the third quarter. 1:15 left to go. Smith Station just working the ball outside, some 35 feet away from the basket. It looks like they're just going to be content unless they get a layup. They're going to travel then after that. After all that, they finally decided to take it and attack, and they turned the ball over. 41 seconds to go in the third, 13-point game.
See that a lot of times when he'll pull a starter towards the end of the quarter trying to get them their rest, just run some clock. Still 33 seconds left in this quarter.
Yes, a lot of active hands down there for Smith Station. And a dunk on the Smith Station end for a 15-point lead, 46-31. You talk about halftime adjustments. Three-pointer on the near end here, so it cuts it back down to 12. 8 seconds to go. Smith Station brings it in the front court. They're going to drive it all the way. Shot is up and good. So it'll be 14 points will be the lead at the end of the third quarter. 48-34 in favor of the Smith Station Panthers. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Looking for quality furniture at unbeatable prices? Come to Holly Home Furnishings in Eufaula. From cozy living room sets to stylish bedroom suites and modern appliances, we've got everything you need to make your house feel like a home. With flexible financing options, convenient delivery, and friendly local service, shopping has never been easier. Visit us today on South Eufaula Avenue and see why Holly Home Furnishings is your hometown choice. Holly Home Furnishings, helping your house feel like home.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
8 minutes to go here. 14 points is the lead. It was an 18-point quarter for Smith Station. Only 6 points put up by the Cavaliers from John Carroll Catholic of Birmingham. Smith Station will inbound the ball here to begin final 8 minutes. I'm sure they will be deliberate and in no hurry here because they have 14-point lead. Their largest lead of the night was 15 toward the end of the third quarter. 3-point game at halftime. 5-second call on Smith Station. Will turn the ball back over to the Cavaliers. 14-point game. Going to have to be a sense of urgency here for John Carroll. Going to come back in this one. Good defense by Smith Station. Traveling called on the play. That'll turn the ball back over to the Panthers.
They sent us some end of third quarter stats when we have time, Keith.
Almost a turnover there, but it'll stay with Smith Station.
Smith Station will inbound the ball right here in front of us. Inbounds the ball. Number 2 will bring it in. Actually, the officials going to hold it up.
Yeah, they're having a hard time with this. 2-on-2. Number 2 for John Carroll. Defending number 2 for Smith Station.
And we're ready to go.
Here we go. Panthers get the ball in. A travel. Quick travel.
Well, that's what John Carroll needed to do coming in the start of the fourth quarter. Trailing by a large margin, 14 at this point. Turn up the pressure a little bit. Try to make some threes, drive the basket, get right back in this thing here in the fourth.
Still 14. Been scoreless here through 1 minute of action here. 3 in the air from the corner. No good. Rebound control by Smith Station as they'll bring it back up the court. Minute 10 into this quarter. No score yet. That's going to be a goodness.
That was a block the first game and a half.
That was
a charge. I'm sorry. Gets called a block there. Yeah, you don't see a lot of charges and 3-second calls early in the year, but we've seen them here tonight.
That's right.
It's first foul against John Carroll this quarter.
It's going to be a shooting foul, though. We haven't had very many free throw attempts in this game, not at all compared to the first game. Shots in the air and good. 15-point lead. That matches the largest lead of the night for Smith Station. Second one in the air is good as well. So 16-point lead. Largest lead of the night for the Panthers. 34. Turnover. Good anticipation. Picking that ball off. He slid right in the passing lane that time and picked it off. So Smith Station opening up their lead here. Threatening to blow this one open. 6:20 and counting here to go in the game. 16-point lead. Smith Station finally an open three-pointer. Up. No good. They're saying it touched the top of the backboard.
Hit the actually the wire up top.
Okay. $6:10 to go, 50-34. It'll be John Carroll's ball to bring it the length of the floor. Just not a lot of room outside for the threes. They need some three-pointers now. Passing up one, tracks inside, and ball lost out of bounds. Kind of curious, Doug. They're trying to work the ball inside when they need points in a hurry here. Quickest way to get that is to make a few threes.
Early in the season, you never know. This coach may have come down here and determined to work on one specific part of their game, not worry about a loss on the road, just get them used to traveling. But ain't many coaches that don't want to try to win them all. So.
That's right. Air ball out of the corner. Missed layup on this end. Looking to run this time with the Panthers. But good poke away that time by John Carroll. They'll bring it back up. They still have not scored here in the fourth quarter, nearly 3 minutes in. It was 48-34. Three-pointer in the air and good. That'll cut it to 13 with 5:05 to go.
Quick timeout by John Carroll. 30-second timeout. Upcoming next, we'll actually break this broadcast, and there'll be another one if you want to join it. It'll be Eufaula taking on GW Long in tonight's action, and then tomorrow a couple of games. I think it starts at 5 or 5:30.
Tomorrow, let's see what they've got on the schedule. If it holds, it's 5 o'clock and 6:30 tomorrow.
Okay. So
Abbeville versus Smith Station in the first one. And then Eufaula taking on John Carroll in the nightcap. 5 and 6:30 tomorrow.
And we'll have those right here for you. I didn't think you could run the floor on that, but he did.
He did. Ran the baseline. And of course, what throws me off, Doug, is high school rules differ definitely from college, and I watch more college basketball than anything else.
More so than probably any sport that I know of.
Yeah. Good job by Smith Station working the ball that time. They got the ball all the way under the basket for a layup, point blank. The lead goes back to 15 with 4:30 to go. John Carroll spinning, nice move inside. Did everything but finish a shot.
Tip.
But a nice tip inside, but not finishing. 2 missed shots that time for the Cavaliers and a quick foul.
Just a little frustration there trying to make something happen. Probably should have just backed up and played half-court defense. I think that was the plan. Everybody else was, but missed the shot and trying to make something happen.
You see that happen quite a bit.
John Carroll with a lot of subs now.
15-point lead, 4:15 to go. Smith Station in control. A lot of pressure on the perimeter by the Cavaliers. Passing up the three-point shot, they're going to take it, work the perimeter, but one of the Smith Station players kind of fell asleep in the lane. He got called for 3 seconds, and he will check out of the game.
It'll be a interesting game tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon, evening. The length of Smith Station and the speed and quickness of Abbeville.
Three-pointer up and no good by John Carroll. Under 4 to play now, 3:40 and counting. So a 15-point lead. With that, a turnover. Now blocking call called on Smith Station. Could not complete the layup, but 2 free throws coming for Joseph Waits. First free throw up and no good. You know, Doug, the tallest player on the roster, now provided this roster is accurate, the tallest player for John Carroll that has played in this game is 6'1".
I believe it, and it's probably this young. It's probably just at 22.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most of these guys are 5'11" or 5'10". Shot in the corner, three-pointer up, no good. Rebound controlled on the outside, looking to drive the baseline. Passing it open for another three-pointer, does not take it, passing it back outside. 3:15 to go. It is a 14-point lead. Pass to the corner, passing up the three-point shot, passing it back. It will take it this time. It'll bounce around, no good, but controlling the rebound of the Cavaliers. They will throw it away now, though. Smith Station looking to run. They're going to make the layup. Lead is 16. Matching the largest of the night with 2:52 to go here in the game.
Smith Station with a full timeout there. Keith, that surprises me a little bit because he didn't send anybody to sub. I'm not sure why you take a timeout in that situation. Let that clock run.
Absolutely. And we were talking about height. There are 3 players in this game that have played in this game for them that are 6 foot, 6'1", 6'1". 2 players that played for them are listed 5'6". So,
and on the other hand, if you look over at Smith Station, there's probably only been 3 players for them that's below 6 foot that's been in the game. There's pretty good height over there for Smith Station. There again, if those rosters are correct.
Yeah. So with 2:52, John Carroll will bring it the length of the floor. John Carroll will overnight in Eufaula and play the Eufaula Tigers tomorrow night. Wadaway steal, fast break attempt, up and in, but the shot of the foul was on the floor, so it'll be free throw. No free throws. It'll be out of bounds for Smith Station. That's just the 4th team foul on John Carroll. 2:41 to go in this one. 54-38. It's only been 11 points scored by John Carroll in the second half, Doug. Shots up and in, pushes the lead to 18 points, 56-38. Three-pointer in the air, no good. Rebound fought for and controlled by Smith Station. Ball the other direction. Smith Station is winning the second half so far, 26-11. It was a 3-point lead by Smith Station at halftime. Breakaway this time for John Carroll. Instead of just going on up, he waited to try to pump fake the defense, let him fly by, but the man trailing the play was able to block the shot, but he committed a foul in the process. So with 2:02 on the clock, Cavaliers will go back to the free throw line. Just a second team foul on Smith Station here in the fourth quarter. First free throw is up and good. It's the 12th point of the second half for John Carroll.
More subs coming in for John Carroll. You got to give it to him. The 4 that are sitting there right now, I know 3 of them were starters. Not sure about all 4 of them. So,
yeah,
getting everybody into the game.
Pretty sure the 3 that just came in, this is our first action they've seen. Second free throw, no good. With 2 minutes to go here in the game, Smith Station with the ball coming down with a 17-point lead. No shot, foul on the floor. But we talked about what a tough schedule that John Carroll have played to this point. They've had a couple of games that were this big of a margin, but they've really played some close games, had some close losses. Smith Station now up by 19 after that layup. That's matching the largest lead of the night for them.
Just a matter of a minute and 30 left. John Carroll waved the flag several minutes ago in this game, just playing for another day tomorrow, as it just hasn't been their way tonight. And the coach that should not count. The coach was calling timeout as they crossed half court, trying to get his subs in.
And that's important, playing back-to-back days, which these are young guys. I mean, face it. I mean, I remember playing more than one game in a day sometimes back when you're young. But taking the starters out, as you said, trying to save their legs for tomorrow, as they will face Eufaula tomorrow. And
I haven't got to see Eufaula play yet this year, Keith, but traditionally, you better have your running shoes on when Coach Smith's team gets on the floor.
The most lopsided loss of the year for John Carroll was a 28-point loss to Hartselle. They trail by 21 points right now. They did let that basket stand. They did not give them the timeout before the basket. So 1 minute to go here. 60-39 is the score. Three-pointer in the air and good out of the corner for John Carroll. 60-42 now. That's just 15 points here in the second half for the Cavaliers. 30 points matching their first half output for Smith Station. Ball inside. These guys, the reserves, are wanting to score, and one of them just did on a shot from under the basket. 62-42, 20-point lead.
30 seconds.
Three-pointer in the air. Up, bouncing around, no good. 15 seconds. These reserves for Smith Station pushing the action. Going to pass it up, shoot it up. I think John Carroll was actually out of bounds that time on the side. No call. 2 seconds. That'll be it. They will not put up another shot. 62-42 final here. Smith Station over the John Carroll Cavaliers. Remember, we'll be signing off the air. Remember to tune back in for the Eufaula High School Tigers facing the GW Long Rebels. That tip-off should come somewhere right around 7 o'clock. We'll be back after this.
Hold on.